Take benefit of these 5 before the other 5. Your youth before your old age, your health before your sickness, your wealth before your poverty, your free time before you're preoccupied, and your life before your death. Just absolutely beautiful. So this is said by Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. And many of us, I feel, are waiting for this to happen or that to happen. And if this happens, then I'll be happy. Or if this happens, then, I'll be satisfied. But it's an endless game. It's you're never going to receive that happiness. You must learn to enjoy these 5 before the other 5. Because if you look around, I would imagine that you are in a position that is better than 80-90% of the world. And that is something to be extremely thankful for. Right? So it's our job to make sure that we can take advantage of these 5, take advantage of our youth before our old age, right? We don't want to wait till 65 to live a rich, fulfilling life and travel and do all of these things. Why can't we do that today, right? And I would even go further. I would even say take advantage of your children's youth before they grow up, right? Because once they're grown up, that's it. There's nothing more. They're already adults, and if you don't spend the time with them when they're adults, they're probably not going to spend the time with you in your old age. So, we definitely do want to enjoy our youth before our old age. We want to enjoy our health before sickness. How many individuals we know that are young and healthy, and overnight something happens and they're never the same ever again? And this whole time they were like, oh yeah, well, when I'm this age, I'll get to do that. Or when I'm this age, I'll do that. I don't think we have to do that. I think we can actually just accomplish those things today. I think 100% we can live a rich, fulfilling life today. So, we want to take advantage of your health before sickness. Travel before you can't. Run around with your kids while you're still able to. Run a marathon. Seek an adventure. And again, I'm not saying this to be, you have to do all of these crazy things, because personally, my rich, fulfilling life is not running a marathon, so I'm not going to do that. But it's about, I guess the point I'm trying to get across is find the things that will keep you alive and make you feel alive, and don't wait for some time in the future. Let's just do that today. Your wealth before your poverty, right? We try to plan things in life as much as possible, but sometimes God obviously has some different plans for us. This is not to say that you will be in poverty, but a lot of times what happens is that you may not get to enjoy your wealth because you were busy actually making the money. So you actually didn't get to enjoy the money. Maybe your kids will eventually get to enjoy the money. I think that's a very old generational way of thinking. We don't need to do that. Our parents usually talk about all the sacrifices they made. We can still make those sacrifices. Obviously, we have to. It's our duty to do that as parents. But essentially, we still want to live a rich, fulfilling life as well. We do want to enjoy our money and our wealth today as well. We still will leave more than enough back for them tax efficiently. We'll figure all of that out. But we've got to enjoy our wealth while we're still young and healthy as well. So I think that's a key here as well. The next one is your free time before you're preoccupied. This one, I feel, living in 2023 is something almost people may even look down upon. If you're not doing something, people feel like something's wrong with you, right? Because our work has become the end all be all, where if you're constantly working and seeing like a good thing, but not necessarily, because if you have some free time, you should definitely enjoy it, because you never know when you're going to get busy. I actually came across a story on my LinkedIn post recently where a physician, she wrote about how, ever since she's been a physician, her life just got busy with family and this and that, but she loved to dance, and she can't remember the last time she actually danced. So what she did was, one of the days she found a class that she was interested in and went for dance, and after that she felt so alive and felt like a brand new love for dancing all over again. I mean, she's always loved it. It's just that she got busy, right? So you never know when your free time will be taken away from you and you're going to get preoccupied with just life. So, that's something we definitely want to be mindful of. One of the things I remember that I read a little while ago was, as kids, you never know when's the last day you're going to be at park, right? Like I remember all the days when I was a kid, I loved to go to the park. And then one random day, my friends and I stopped going. And I haven't been back to the park since then. I go now because my kids want to go to the park. But, I think it's just to really drive that point. If you love to do something, or if you have free time, enjoy it, cherish it. There's nothing wrong with it, because sooner or later, don't you worry, life will get you busy, And the last one here is we have life before death. So, like I always say, and I've been saying for quite a long time now, which is that you must do everything in your power to live a rich, fulfilling life, because you only have one, and you can't be spending your life chasing after money or materialistic things, because that's never going to end. You're never going to be satisfied there. All of those things are extra. Once you're fulfilled today, once you enjoy your life today, you will 100% be able to enjoy all of the other things as well. So one of my good friends and I were having a conversation, Cheyenne, and he reminded me recently of the Maslow's hierarchy of needs. And what he said was, the way he explained it is that, there's 5 objectives or goals here, right? Or needs. So there's the physiological need, safety needs, love and belonging, esteem, and self-actualization. And what he said was something really thought-provoking. What he said was the bottom 4 in Maslow's hierarchy of needs, you need money for. You need money to make sure that you have shelter. You have money to make sure that your family is fed. You need money to make sure that they have clothes and clean drinking water and a home and a car to, living in our society, all of these things. You need these things. But the most thought-provoking thing he said was at the top of the pyramid, the self-actualization, you actually need 0 money for. You can actually, in fact, get to the top of the pyramid without ever actually needing money. And I feel like that's where a lot of internationally trained physicians are, or even just physicians in general. You obviously had a self-actualization to choose your life and make your life to serve other people. But that might not be the end of it, right? There's many people who, have a change of heart, and over time they want to do other things. They want to explore other things. I know many physicians who are doing that. So just because you started that way, it doesn't mean that it has to be that way. So you must live your life to the fullest before your actual death. Take benefit of these 5 before other 5. Your youth before your old age, your health before your sickness, your wealth before your poverty, your free time before you're preoccupied, and your life before your death.